Hello, all you beautiful, wild people out there. Thank you for tuning in to this another episode of the Chzo Mythos series, aka Trilby's Notes. I'm here with my friend and co-host.
Hello, everyone. It's Ariah. Welcome back. We're here with Game 3.
It is my favorite thing in the entire world when you
I
don't
guess
do the it's your
quick
girl
note
thing.
because I didn't do it that time.
I'm so happy.
But I guess
right in the
since
world.
I might as well mention this, since last time we were in this series, last time we did 7 Days of Skeptic. I was still using my previous name. So currently I go by Ariah and I use she/her pronouns. If you for some reason just watched the previous Chzo Mythos games and are coming here now.
I'm Jay and I still go by he/him pronouns. That is all.
It's true.
It's true, guys.
It's true. But in any case, we're here today with Trilby's Notes, the third game in the Chzo Mythos series, and I'm very, very excited for this one.
I don't know the controls or anything. This game scares me.
What do you remember of 5 Days of a Stranger and 7 Days of Skeptic?
I remember...
Because the plots to those games are so important for this game to understand.
Well, the original thing was there was this guy with a trilby, right? It's like a fedora, but
Yeah.
not a fedora. I used to have a fedora, and I thought it was cringe. I'm sure I've already said that before. So this guy walks into this house and gets locked in, and then everybody fucking dies.
Yeah, well, only 2 people die.
That's more than 0.
It's true. Only AJ and Philip die.
Yeah, and then Trilby
Spoilers.
Trilby makes his way, like the other people make it out, and he runs away. Like Trilby man runs away. He's like, "Fuck you guys, fuck this shit, I'm out." And then in the second game, wait, what happened in the second? Was the second one the space game?
Yep.
Okay, so then they go to space for some reason.
Well, it's a different crew, except for there are some common ancestry. Like, we found out that William, the blonde hair guy, his last name was Taylor, which is Simone Taylor.
Yeah.
Simone was the blonde hair girl from 5 Days of Stranger. So there seems to be some lineage there.
Yeah, and then more people died.
It's true. Yeah, so the first game we had Philip Hardy, who died, on AJ, who we don't really know much about him, so he didn't really have a last name that we were told, died. And then of the survivors were Simone Taylor, our player character, nicknamed Trilby, we don't know his real name, and Jim Fowler, who is the kid.
Trilby's great because no one knows who he is, really.
It's true. And then in 7 Days of Skeptic, we played as Dr. Jonathan Somerset.
That was him.
Right?
Yeah.
And there was William Taylor, who ended up reenacting a clip from something. What is that from? Hold on. Movie where character gets eyes pecked out. Famous. Yeah, The Birds.
Maybe.
Must be The Birds. Yeah.
I think that rings a bell. I don't remember.
In any case, there was some famous line that was referenced in the game when William was sitting there with bleeding eyes.
Yep.
So he died at the end. He ended up being the one who was working with the spirit.
Wait, but how can space dudes have anything to do with this?
It's a good question. Well, remember the end of 7 Days of Skeptic?
So
When we went to the escape, when we went to the escape pod, and and Adam was telling us a bunch of stuff. Was telling us that he opened the box and inside there was a letter, and it was from Trilby.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And it was talking about how in the box was the welding mask, the apron, and the machete from the first game.
Yeah.
Which is how that ended up on the ship.
And it haunted the ship like it did in the first game. Yeah.
And the other thing that was in it is the...
So this is the third game, right?
The idol. Yes, this is the third game.
Cool.
The other thing in it was the idol. Remember the idol from the first game that we touched and ended up killing Philip?
That's how we killed Philip. That's true.
Yeah, and then the idol was in the box, and we actually had to grab the idol and destroy it by throwing it into the exhaust.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I remember.
So that was the soul of who was nicknamed John Defoe, right?
It's like Willem Dafoe.
A play on John
worse.
Doe. Yeah. It's a play on John Doe, where it's like an unknown character, unknown name, so it's John Defoe, because Defoe Manor, all the other Defoe characters from Game 1.
Yeah.
So somehow what we know is the events of 5 Days of Stranger happened, and then way far in the future, after Trilby had ejected the idol into space, it was found by a spaceship, and it happened again when we destroyed the soul.
Mm-hmm. Is that all we know at this point?
Yep, that's all we know at this point. And now we're jumping back to Trilby's notes, the third game.
Which is taking place before the space game.
Seems like it.
It has a noir aesthetic, so I'm assuming it is an after space. Unless everything's cyclical and eventually after space we all go back to being noir for some reason.
What if it's space noir, Jay?
But there's no space on the title screen.
Like the fucking Markiplier thing in Space with Markiplier 2. There's space noir segment in there.
If we get anywhere near as intricate as all the things that Markiplier does, I'm scared.
That's true.
Do I press space or enter?
Either way, I don't think it matters.
Tutorial on? Or off?
Sure.
Commentary?
No, commentary off. We have our own commentary.
We do?
I guess here we go. Go ahead and read that, or I'll read this. The following documents are taken from the handwritten notes of Trilby, an STP field operative whose real name remains classified.
No one knows.
And now you can read this.
Game over already? Shit.
This is Trilby's notes.
It's over.
You gotta click.
Oh, not really though. Oh, this is the end of the first game whenever the house burned down.
Yeah.
Am I this guy?
Yes, this is Trilby.
I thought so, but I couldn't remember. Doesn't he have like a British type accent?
Yeah, but like everyone has a British accent in these games. I'm not gonna do it because I'm bad at them.
I'm gonna do it because I don't care if it's offensive. It's funny.
Do it.
That was what I thought as I stood and watched Defoe Manor collapse into flaming ash. The ordeal was over. Those 5 days cost us all so much. 5 days, remember? Philip and AJ paid with their lives. They were the fortunate ones. Jim Fowler was expelled from school for truancy, a bright future in tatters. Simone Taylor took to the bottle. Her broadcast became slurred. Her eyes hollow and unwelcoming. She soon vanished from television screens. As for me, I tried to return to life as a cat burglar, but I had been forever tainted by my time spent in that wretched house. The memories of my possessions came back in my nightmares. Every time I was there, again in the mansion, staring out through unfamiliar eyes as Philip died at my hands. I became convinced that John Defoe was not at rest, that someday he would return for me. I became so terrified of invisible enemies that I forgot about the tangible ones. Trilby caught.
Trilby caught.
Oh no! They caught my boy? Too slow, miserable years after Defoe Manor, a barrage of
I think it's too slow.
Miserable years after Defoe Manor, a barrage of truncheon?
Sure.
Blows taught me a harsh lesson in reality, and I woke up in the kind of filthy cell I assumed would be my new home. But then he came, the man from the government, with his nervous smile, offering an alternative. If he's from the government, then don't. Can we agree on that fact? I don't think if the government came up to me and asked me to do anything, I'd say yes.
Yeah, I mean, under most circumstances, probably.
Unless they were like, yo, could you go play a show to like 10 million people? Then of course I'd say yes, but they wouldn't do that because the government's mean and they aren't cool.
It's true.
You know, if the government was cool, then free healthcare and all that, right? Probably.
Yeah.
The STP, the Special Talent Project. Huh? The STP. Weird. It hadn't been that much earlier that I would have sooner died than entered an obligation with anyone, least of all the government. I feel that on a spiritual level. Had Defoe Manor changed me so much? Whatever my reasons, I left my past behind and resolved to give my new superiors nothing to complain about. Spent a year and a half completing assignments, developing context, building a reputation. And then the past caught up. In the summer of 1997, I became concerned about Simone Taylor's mental well-being. The papers were reporting her continual breakdown. She had become a virtual recluse. I had no idea if my appearance would assist or hinder. I had, after all, deliberately allowed her to think me dead. Oh shit, that's true, he faked his own death.
Yeah, he just kind of vanished after Defoe Manor, and Simone Taylor was like, Trilby, he's still in there.
But really, he was just walking away like a badass.
Yeah, because like
Trilby's give you special powers.
Police officers, which made sense.
Trilby's make you fire resistant.
It's true.
Presumably, she knew it differently now, after the media coverage of my arrest, but I would expect her to be bitter about my subterfuge. I love words like subterfuge. Nobody uses cool words anymore.
Trilby does.
Yeah, but Trilby's awesome. I want Trilby to be my co-host.
Aw.
British people? Do you realize how many more people would watch if I had a British person as my co-host? Think about it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's the same reason PewDiePie became the biggest YouTuber so fast, because he was Swedish, but he was talking in English. So everybody was like, "Yo, it's a dude who's from the UK, not the UK, from Europe, but also is talking to a bunch of people. That's crazy!" And then he was the biggest forever until Mr. Beast took over, and then the Fire Nation attacked. No one cares about T-Series. T-Series isn't real, and you can't prove it. On balance, I decided that a meeting with an old friend would most likely be beneficial. I came to her apartment building on a warm, stormy night, and braced myself for the encounter.
Alright, use the cursor keys to move. Tap once to start moving, tap again to stop. Command, just start typing it, and the text box will appear. So, use simple sentences like look around or knock on door. The question mark symbol signifies that the game expects input.
Oh.
When it is visible, you are free to move and issue commands.
Fascinating.
Alright, so yeah, so you can walk around with the arrow keys, but you tap once to start moving, tap once to stop. A little bit strange.
That's even weirder than the original. Why can't we just keep going with the point and click shit?
I know, right? They changed it. But now you can just type things, like type look around, for example. Oh, you put a space after L.
My bad.
Didn't understand the word.
So no spaces.
No, you want to put a space. You put a space after L instead of after look. There you go.
Simone's apartment building was gripped by a thick smell of musty, unwashed carpets. It perplexed me that a celebrity would choose to low rent accommodation. My bad.
Yeah, so you obviously don't have to do that everywhere, but like that's just an example.
Which one's hers?
It's a good question. Maybe you could look at the door, read plaque. I don't know. Look door.
Dude, but why does he look so weird in this game?
He looks so weird in every game.
Yeah, but he looks weird in this game. It's because they made him like. I don't feel like his skin was that color in the first game.
I think it was. He just wore a full gray suit.
So it just matched better in the first game. What the heck?
Sure. I mean, I think this is more dapper. This is dapper Trilby.
Which door is hers? I'm concerned.
Go up to one and look at it.
Ah! Oh.
No, say look door. Ah, there you go, see?
There were two entrances to two apartments. Simone's was the one on the right. Maybe I could be the British person on this channel. Think about it. My accent is flawless.
Oh, yes. Your British accent is flawless, Jay.
I knocked sharply on Simone's door. What would happen if I knocked on the other person's door?
It would have said, I have no business with Simone's neighbor. Or I had no business with Simone's neighbor.
Press F3. Oh, I can press F3 to do it again?
Yep.
Cool. Receiving no reply, I knocked again louder. Do it again. Still no response. The doorman just showed me Simone was in. I decided it was time to enter by my own methods. Press tab or inventory.
Tab or type inv.
I had with me lockpicks. Oh shit.
Nice. And also, by the way, if you figured out to save and load, you just type save and load.
What? Do I just pick lock? Is that the way I do
Sure.
it? I reasoned that Simone could have been in trouble, and even if she wasn't, then at worst I was only playing to my reputation. Spent a few minutes feverishly picking the lock, then let myself in. Does it take him that long to pick a lock? It doesn't take that long to pick a lock, dude.
Maybe that lock's hard. Maybe it's like good security. And
why would Simone have good security? Doesn't Simone
building.
Isn't Simone like barely holding on to life anyway? I swear we're gonna walk in here and Simone's gonna be hanging from the fucking ceiling, and I'm terrified.
It's an apartment building, right? So the apartment building has built-in security.
Simone's bedroom light refused to turn on. I stood in pitch darkness, the intermediate flashes of lightning preventing my eyes from adjusting.
Alright.
I'm really scared that Simone's gonna be, like, dead.
Yeah.
Well, I can't
hard
see
to
anything
anything here. I don't know, is there anything that might help us see?
Well, we already heard that the lights won't come on.
That's true. There is a window in here, though.
That's true. Oh.
So with a lot of these games, you should definitely. I guess that did work, but generally you can leave out words like "out" and just say "look window" or.
Got it. The storm continued outside. I wonder why only part of the light was entering the room. Oh shit, that's true. It's only hitting there. Oh shit. What would it be? That'd be like open curtains or something? Oh, it's the blind,
Yep.
but cool. I pulled open the blind. Son of a bitch!
Rip Simone.
Dude, how do I do this every time we do anything? Always right before anything happens.
She wasn't hanging.
Imagine if she was. That would have just been awful. I knew she'd be dead. I just couldn't tell how.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of ominous.
Check body.
Yes, we can look at the corpse. Yeah.
The body on the floor was undoubtedly Simone. I felt for a pulse and my hands came away stained with a long coated blood. My fingers traced the outline of a large wound in her torso, slashed by a big weapon wielded by a big assailant. I swear to God, if it's the same thing from the first game. I called for an ambulance, as futile as it would be, and left before they arrived. Due to me being a clear murder suspect, I was relieved from duty for the week. Took for the Ministry of Occultism to inspect the flat and to confirm supernatural activity. There's a Ministry of Occultism? That is cool.
Ministry of Occultism.
Shit like that only happens in like Harry Potter, even though Harry Potter isn't. Well, Harry Potter's still cool. It's just the author isn't any cool.
Yeah.
My superiors simultaneously apologized and assigned me to investigate if there was a connection to the Defoe Manor incident. I like the music. Like bum 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 bum. That's a cool aesthetic.
The music in this game's good. Oh, fun fact! This is the first game that had music that was original.
Yeah.
And not RPG Maker music, because the first two games took music from RPG Maker. This game actually he got a composer to do music for the game.
That's sick.
Also, real quick, Jay, would you mind actually switching your screen share to the game itself so I can hear it? I didn't think of that.
Oh, got it.
Just.
I didn't realize I did that.
Yeah.
Where is it? There it is.
I didn't realize it either until you mentioned the music.
Bum, 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 bum. Anyway,
Cool.
Continuing. Merely reading these three words capitalized on the front of a loose-leaf file brought the nightmare back with more intensity than ever. Excuse me. Sure enough, a field agent reported that looters had discovered and sold several artifacts from the mansion, including the wooden idol that housed John Defoe's soul. How was it even there? Wasn't the whole place burned down?
The whole place was burned down, yes.
Then how?
But apparently things survived.
I guess. To my surprise, no murders had been reported committed by anyone who had come into contact with the accursed trinket. I did not find this reassuring. I quickly advised James Fowler to go into the hiding. He was stunned but agreed. The boy had sense and still respected my judgment. Fucking James Fowler. This dawn, I began following the idol's trail from the pawn shop. It had entered the possession of one Professor Abed Chahat. An authoritative...
So,
Chahal?
in Game 2, the captain's name was Captain Barry Chahal.
Oh.
So this must be his ancestor.
An authoritative historian. He had scheduled some kind of antique affair in the Clanbronwyn Hotel on a small island off the coast of Angtesi?
Anglesey.
Sorry, there's like that weird line that almost exists.
Yeah, no, the font is bad.
Popular with tourists.
The font in this game is bad.
Assuming the note of a scholar of antiquities.
The role.
What?
Assuming the role of a scholar.
Assuming the role of a scholar of antiquities, I booked a room. On the 28th of July, 1997.
Oh, shit. It's that day.
What?
Well, in 5 Days a Stranger, on the 28th of June, remember I told you at that point, 28th of June was actually retconned, and in every other game it was 28th of July.
Shit, you're right. So it's always that day.
That was John Defoe's birthday as well as Matthew Defoe's birthday, the day Belinda died.
Yeah.
And also, the anniversary of that.
It always comes back
July
to this
28th.
Date.
Was when whatever his name is, William Defoe. I don't know. Decided to kill John Defoe. So that date here it is again. That date was also I think one of the days in 7 Days of Skeptic. I don't remember if it was I think it might have been the last one, or maybe it was Barry's birthday. I don't remember. It was one of those. It was important to that game too.
It all fascinates me. I caught a ferry from Porth.
I can't help you with that one.
Porthlachog?
Porthlachog.
Porthlachog. And Angtesi. Anglesey. I'm gonna die. And arrived at around 3 p.m. in Clanbronwyn. Yeah, I said that right again. Island's coastal village. I hate this font.
By the end of the game, you'll be a champ at reading this font.
It seemed a peaceful hamlet, and in defiance of stereotype, the locals were welcoming and told me no local legends to dissuade me from exploring the island. The Clanbronwyn Hotel was in the island's center. Surrounded by forests, I made my way there on foot. That's shady.
You're Trilby, right?
As soon as I arrived, I was greeted by a balding man in a gray anorak. I wondered if I was expected to know who he was. Okay, I said anorak. I think anorak's how you say that. I don't know.
Sure.
That depends.
My name is Lenkman. I'm with the Ministry of Occultism.
Oh? I thought the Ministry were clear on the fact that I was handling this on my own.
Maybe there are still people who don't trust you, Mr. Trilby.
What? I haven't stolen anything since I joined the STP.
Your colorful past is not what concerns my superiors. It hasn't gone unnoticed that your history with the Defoe wraith influences you psychologically. I'm sure you resist it, but it could still cause you to act irrationally, disobey orders.
Oh shit, so we just have a babysitter.
Everyone just feels a little safer with someone else on the ground.
I see. You can rest assured that I will endeavor to maintain absolute professionalism on this assignment.
Nevertheless, I have my orders. I would suggest that we keep out of each other's way then, and pursue separate investigations. I'm sure I don't want to get mixed up in a reunion.
Oh shit. I watched him disappear around the corner of the building. I very much doubted that Lankman and I would become friends. Since when have you become friends with anybody in these games? Fucking Trilby. The Clanbronwyn Hotel lobby was a warm welcome. The building was certainly well maintained, and yet there was something about it that nagged at the back of my mind, quickening my pulse. I dismissed the sensation, an act which in retrospect I would come to regret.
Oh, foreshadowing.
Yep, of course. Good evening, Terence Railby. I have a reservation.
Introducing himself as Terence Railby.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. You're here for the antique fair. We've put you in room 3C on the 3rd floor, if you'd just like to sign the check-in book. You can be this character.
Hello, Bethan. Just letting you know I'll be having dinner in my room today.
That's absolutely fine, Professor.
This, I decided, was what they called a golden opportunity. Professor Chahal? Yes, I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage. Railby. Terrence Railby. We met at Sotheby's a few months ago? Oh, you don't remember me. No, of course I do. Terry Railby, how have you been? The astute reader had already guessed that both Terrence Railby... the astute reader had already guessed that both Terrence Railby and the previous meeting were utter fiction. Are you sure? I feel like this happened. I'd spent some time studying Chahal's movements and habits. He was, by all accounts, absent-minded, and now something I could use. I'm well, thanks. I was hoping I'd run into you. I've heard interesting things about the items you're showcasing here. You remember I do freelance scouting for some wealthy collectors. Yes. Well, a client of mine has expressed an interest in relics from Defoe Manor in Buckinghamshire. That's such a weird word. He's been on my back for a while about it. Between you and me, he seems pretty obsessed. What remained of
Trilby's gaslighting Chahal just like I gaslight Jay.
Well, as long as I'm Trilby. Wait, no, that makes you Trilby in the situation. Oh, no. What remained of Professor Chahal's suspicion melted away from his expression as the opportunity to make money entered the conversation. Well, I'm sure I wouldn't want to damage your professional status. Would you like to come up to my room for drinks? Oh, I don't want to impose. No imposition at all. Please, follow me.
Your room key, Mr. Railby.
Oh, thank you. Please lead the way, Professor.
Nice, we're in. That was easy. Abed, who's your friend?
Oh, let me introduce you. This is my personal assistant, Siobhan. Siobhan. She accompanies me on most of my excursions. Siobhan, this is Mr. Railby, an old acquaintance.
It's Siobhan with a V.
Interesting. He's looking for information on Defoe Manor.
Artifacts. Oh, really? Him and half the people we meet. What is it about that place?
Never underestimate the attraction of a mystery, my dear. Please take a seat, Terry. I'll be right with you. The fact that...
Siobhan is an Irish name.
Siobhan.
I'm so interested in ghost stories.
The girl struck me as a forceful personality. I gave the matter some thought before replying. Not really. I'm just scouting on behalf of a client, like I told the professor.
You know, it's strange to see someone as young as you in the antiques trade. And come to think of it, I thought only old men dressed like that. No offense meant.
None taken. I didn't catch your last name?
It's O'Malley.
Siobhan O'Malley?
Couldn't be more Irish if it tried, could it?
Sorry to keep you waiting, dear boy. Now then, what shall we talk about?
When talking to characters, you must specify a topic of conversation. There are usually several things each character is willing to discuss.
Interesting.
For example, try typing "talk to Abed about Defoe Manor." You can also use words like "ask Abed about Defoe Manor" or
Gotcha.
"ask man about Defoe Manor." If it's like in this case, it's a man and a woman or a boy and a girl,
Gotcha.
you can.
So I understand you came into
Use
possession
words.
of artifacts from Defoe Manor. Yes, indeed, and it was astonishing to me that such artifacts existed at all. The whole place burned to the ground. Did you hear about the Defoe Manor incident? I experienced a sick feeling that I had not felt for quite some time. Last I had felt it was while standing at the gates of another country mansion, not long after Defoe Manor, preparing to break in. Recalling those 5 wretched days turned my stomach with fear, turning what had once been the joy of thievery into an exercise in anxiety. Discussing it brought that feeling back, the act of feigning ignorance, while visions of welding masks and machetes flooded my mind's eye, worsened them. I heard something on the news. And it's been on the news again lately since that Taylor woman died. A lot of silly talk about the paranormal has been abound, so the true facts are near unreachable. The point is, some enterprising fellows picked up 1 or 2 undamaged items from the ruins. furniture, books, an ugly little tribal figurine.
Oh.
And I took them off their hands purely out of curiosity, of course. So that's where the idol went. So were there any particular items your client is interested in?
That's a good question. Is there?
Idol? Do I say idol or do I have to say...
You should say ask about idol.
Gotcha. Tell me, does a huge man in welding mask and leather apron mean anything to you?
Come on,
Not
Trilby.
really. Should it? Never mind. It's a small African figurine that my client wants me to look into. Resembling a rather ugly tribal god. That old thing? Honestly, despite its age, it's virtually valueless. That's what I said, but my client is very insistent. He's interested in the paranormal and the idol features some of the more unlikely accounts of the Defoe Manor incident. Well, I don't suppose I should ask questions if this man of yours wants to take it off my hands. I don't have it on me right now. It's being kept in this hotel safe. Perhaps we can work out a deal after the fair? I'd intended to display it with the other Defoe artifacts. Inwardly, I just wanted to get this mission completed as fast as possible, but I didn't want to risk suspicion, giving off the wrong impression. That will be fine. So just out of your interest, what else have you picked up from the mansion? Odds and ends, basically. Some silverware and ceramics. Most of a burnt rocking chair.
Oh, I remember the burnt rocking chair.
Of course. Painting? A landscape from a wall in the mansion's lounge. Oh, shit. Of the artistic value, but the artist prominently Defoe Manor's colorful history. Matthew Defoe? That's him, yes. Bethan, she runs the hotel. She asked if she could display it in the lobby. Oh, that's why I remembered that thing for the lobby.
You remember that painting?
I remembered that painting, but I didn't know if I was just crazy. Instantly, I recalled the sick feeling I had felt in the lobby. I'd seen the painting, but paid little heed. Oh.
Are you all right, Mr. Trilby? You've gone rather pale.
What? I'm sorry, I was just distracted by my thoughts of him for a moment. Lost in history, eh? Something like that.
Mr. Trilby!
What the hell was that? What the hell was what? You were just sitting there, then you went all stiff like you seen a ghost. You didn't say it?
See what, Mr. Trilby?
I'm sorry, I have to go. Something's wrong. Oh well, we won't keep you then.
We'll see you later, maybe?
My head was spinning and a sudden nausea turned in my gut. The world seemed to be pulsating, the corners of the room wavering like a heat haze. God, holy shit. Oh, and there's whispering. Holy shit. You may say I imagine these things, and I thought that must have been the case. Was I going out of my mind? Was the hotel really changing into some nightmarish twin? Was I the only one who could see it? If I was hallucinating, it was too complex. The harsh wooden floor beneath my feet felt real enough. The horrendous stench of rotting flesh that reached beneath my nostrils could not have been conjured by my imagination. I decided I had to find John Defoe's idol as soon as possible. If not that, then at least the painting Shahal had mentioned. I was convinced that some connection lay between Defoe Manor and this sudden matters. His body is here, his soul is not.
Well, this is grotesque.
Sickly yellow paint was peeling from the walls, and splatters of blood spelled out mystifying phrases. Remarkably, the door seemed intact. I don't know why I'm sneezing so much. God, but there's blood everywhere. This is terrifying. I'm allergic to blood. Don't you know that, Ariah?
Clearly.
What the fuck is with these stairs?
Ah, yes. The stairs are the most frustrating part of this game.
Just like the other game.
Just in terms of traversing.
Every game has a problem with stairs.
Because you can't go behind stairs. You have to go in front of stairs.
Yep. I guess I'll start from the top and make my way down.
Sure.
Bring her back. Holy shit. Looked like some kind of porcelain mannequin, but with bits missing.
Okay.
Couldn't see how it was attached to the wall. Okay, so that's just a porcelain mannequin.
Not a real body.
Good. I was terrified there for a second. So this game is just turning into full-on horror now.
Yeah.
Man.
Not man. Well, 3C's our room, right?
Oh shit, that's true. Oh.
Open room?
Oh.
Open door, I mean. I guess.
There we go. Chzo, love
Chzo,
me.
love me. Hey, I think that's the first time we heard the word Chzo in these games.
That is, yeah. My room had slipped into the shadow world. The walls and the floor were filthy, and the furniture had been replaced with instruments of suffering. I do not like this. Wait.
Yeah, it's a little creepy, isn't it?
All was dark outside the window, either through nailed-up boards or through thick grime on the pane. Huh.
I suppose we gotta explore like this.
God, this is terrifying.
Got stuck on the corner of the stairs.
I hate these stairs. Should have warned me about the stairs, man.
I did.
Okay, so we've already looked around the second floor.
Yeah, probably.
Like, that's where we just came from, is why I said.
Oh, God.
Anyways.
We'll get to that.
We will. Priest or prisoner, acolyte or slave.
We've all got crosses.
This
all
is
the doors.
horrifying.
It's a little bit horrifying, isn't it?
This is the darkest the games have gotten so far, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, back when I played this for the first time when I was, like, kind of really young, I was very scared of this game.
That's not a body, is it? Stairwell was built from old concrete, and a thick smell of damp filled the air. There was a headless corpse slumped in the corner. So that is a corpse.
Yeah.
The body was that of a young, muscular man, hazarded, and was wearing some kind of old-fashioned military uniform, complete with blue tunic and riding boots. More to the point, his head was missing, and his hands were worn down to bloody wads of flesh and bone. I noticed a collection of handwritten pages on the floor near his body. They appeared to be entries from a diary. July 18th.
Do you want to read this, or do you want me to read
no,
this?
you should do it. Go ahead.
Okay. July 18th. Felicia and I took shelter from the storm in a decrepit old hotel in the forest. It seems to be completely deserted, so we bedded down on the floor of the lobby for the night. It is so peaceful here. The noise of the storm seems far away. July 19th. You notice it's getting close to July 28th?
Yep.
Exploring the hotel, it has become increasingly clear that this place is not as innocent as it first seemed. We found ancient corpses and evidence of terrible deeds in several of the rooms. The storm is cleared, and we intend to leave as soon as possible. July 20th. I am certain now that devilry is at work. Every path we take through the forest brings us back to the hotel. We spent a whole day trying routes to no avail. Felicia keeps talking of a demon she fancies she saw in the hotel kitchen last night. July 21st. Felicia is dead.
Jesus.
I was too late to help her. I saw her murderer, just as she did. Perhaps I will be next. I am beginning to understand. July 23rd. The murderous figure in black, the one whose body is savagely stretched into a mockery of form, is not the architect of this nightmare. Rather, this is the work of that hideous lord of the forbidden lands. Gods forgive me.
Interesting.
July 25th.
Saying gods
I built
like
a shrine
plural.
to my captor. Yeah, it's true. It does seem to have what does that mean? Like, this is the work of one of those, like, hideous lords? That doesn't seem like something that should be a normal thing in the world.
I agree with you on that.
July July 25th, I built a shrine to my captor in the lobby in an attempt to appease it. Nothing has changed. I have no more food. The horror is starting to affect my mind. July 28th. I am certain my mind is going. I imagined for a moment that the hotel had changed, had become finely decorated and welcoming as it must have once been in the past. Today is July 28th for Trilby.
Mm-hmm.
And the hotel's changed.
Yep.
As it must have once been in the past. I blinked and it returned to its normal, hateful self. The next few pages... Oh, that's you.
The next few pages sprinkled with blood obscuring some of the text.
August 1st. What is his relationship to that disgusting beast? Mm-hmm. Is he a servant or a prisoner? Sometimes he acts alone. Sometimes at the behest of higher power. What does he want from me? August 3rd. He is after me now. I think I must have done something wrong.
Fascinating.
August 4th. It hurts.
That was the last readable entry. I decided not to take them with me. They were covered in blood and all stuck together. Shit.
Run.
The lobby too had been tainted, and the painting I saw was absent. Presumably, it only existed in the hotel's normal form. If that was the case, I needed to find a way back there to dispel the hallucination if this truly was all in my mind. At this stage, I was beginning to wonder if this really was all John Defoe's doing. It didn't seem his style somehow, but what other evil could possibly be the culprit? The entrance room of the alternative Clan Wanbrin.
That's funny.
Wanbrin.
It's spelled wrong.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying.
They switched the letters.
Hotel at least it retained the basic shape of the lobby, in that the pigeonholes remained and an altar about the right size and shape for a reception counter. Shit. Someone had been tied down to the altar filleted and had their innards removed. By the looks of the horrible claw marks and broken fingernails, they've been alive at least part of the way in the procedure. That's terrifying.
Yeah. Alright, so we can go outside the doors to the right, or we can go explore to the left.
Left is how... Wait, is that how we got here? That door is how we got here.
That is how we got here, yes. Clabony Hel.
Jesus.
Welcome to Clabony Hel.
The hotel's exterior was as corrupted as its interior. The ground beneath my feet was hard and red and gritty like a desiccated clay.
Are those like faces on spikes?
Let me check that. Two heads on the right were decayed down to their skulls, but the one on the left was very much fresh, features made unfamiliar by the torment it had undergone.
One thing that I do really like about this game is a lot of text adventure games struggle with, like having to be very precise with what you type in, and you have to like try a million things, right? But this game, for the most part, is pretty good at like guessing, taking anything that you could say it was. It seems sewer didn't work, but it's not. I guess it's not a sewer system. Try cellar.
I will. All the windows were boarded up. The alternate hotel appeared to have been abandoned by everything but the horror. No.
Check. Body. Maybe you can't check that thing.
Yeah, I stared blankly.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is stuff this way. Oh shit, are we just gonna end up at the front of the hotel again? Yep.
Well, seems like we're stuck here.
Yep. The way he walks is really funny to me.
Yeah. I guess it's just like the dead guy. Oh, hey, that's that totally not Slenderman guy that we saw for a split second.
Perhaps the alternative hotel bar had been like the real one at some point in the past, but had long since fallen into disarray and appeared to have been used for very sinister purposes.
Well,
appeared to be damaged with the front plate shot, frayed wires emerging from the rear. Strangely, though, the screen was active and flashing blankly.
Is there...
Oh. We gotta check the bar. Keeping with the alternate hotel room's theme, the furniture looked like someone had been hurled against them with absolutely fatal force. Lying on the bar in a pool of gore was a pair of long-nosed pliers.
Ooh.
Can we grab those? They were rusty but functional. I took them with me.
Nice.
Wait. Check Slenderman.
Just do check portrait. This game actually came out before Slenderman was a thing.
Interesting.
In fact, it is on, I think, hold on, let me check something.
What came first? The Slenderman or something that looked like it?
Yeah, on this page here, the blah 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 blah. He is believed to have at least partially inspired the creation of Slenderman, as the two hold many similarities. So, yeah, this is possibly an inspiration for Slenderman.
Fascinating.
Isn't that interesting?
Very.
Well, because this game came out in 2006.
Yeah. Left poster was some kind of portrait of the strange masked figure I glimpsed in the hotel. The middle poster was blank, the third was smashed.
And Slenderman first appeared in some Something Awful post in 2009, 3 years later. So yeah, he does look a lot like Slenderman, but he is not.
Oh shit. It had probably once been a dining room, judging by the number of tables. There were a total of 4 exits to adjoining rooms. The body had been completely flayed and still glistened wetly with blood. The hands on one of the feet were held in place around the door with 6-inch nails. Jesus. And we can't go through here. Could hardly get the door open with 3 wooden boards holding it shut. Oh shit. What is that? Check. What is that? Like check foot? Because it looks like it's check hand,
table?
Maybe? Yeah, check table. Tables were universally hidden under tablecloths, yellowed and stinking with age. There was a plate of rancid meat on the center one, adding its evil stench to the air. So that's just... But I assume that's a part of him. Or her, or whatever. I don't know.
Perhaps.
What does that say? Feeds is what that says.
It feeds.
Mm-hmm. Kitchen door refused to open. Okay, now we've looked at everything.
We have. We do have pliers, though.
Could we use that on the door?
That's a good question.
Should probably be more specific.
Use pliers on boards.
The nails were hammered onto the boards too far. I couldn't get a grip on them with the pliers. Okay.
Doesn't even work then.
Is there anything else around here that I could use pliers for?
Alright, go back down. I don't want you to waste a whole bunch of time.
Okay, so go back down. Okay.
Yeah, go back to the room with the boards and the door and the rancid meat. Yeah. Check the body one more time.
Body had been completely flayed and still glistened wetly with blood. The hands and one of the feet were held in place around the door with 6-inch nails. What, am I supposed to use pliers on body?
On nails.
Pliers were ideal
there you
for
go.
removing the nails.
Yep.
Fascinating. Oh, shit.
I guess the bathroom's open. Oof, no.
The gloomy lavatories were in a state of advanced disrepair. One of the cubicle doors was hanging off its hinges, and the mirror above the counter was broken. No is all it says over there. The right sink was full of blood. The left one was merely dirty.
Check counter.
Check toilets.
Mm-hmm.
None of the toilets appeared to be functional. One of them was overflowing with blood, which left me disinclined to investigate the others.
Fair enough.
Alright. Alright, now I need to go look around
You see the
upstairs.
orange thing on the counter?
Yeah, but it won't.
You looked at sinks. Check counter.
Counter had 2 sinks and was covered in filth and mold. To my surprise, a brand new sealed envelope was sitting between the basins.
ENVEL. Everything but that second E. ENVELOPE.
Contrary to everything else in the hotel, it was completely clean, slightly alarming. It was addressed to me.
Read, I suppose.
Oh. Open envelope.
Take, I don't know.
I wasn't close enough.
God
I'm
damn.
literally right there. Baffled, I took the envelope. It was strangely bulky and tore it open. A white pill bottle and a note fell out into my hand. I here enclosed the note with this report.
Trilby, if you're reading this, then you too have seen the hotel change. At present, I have no idea if the alternative hotel is part of the ethereal realm or some kind of construct of pocket dimension. There is a definite correlation between one's level of agitation and one's tendency to reality shift. Fear is your enemy. It leaves you shining like a beacon for whatever evil brought us to this place. Enclosed is a bottle of tranquilizers from my personal first aid kit. When you find yourself shifting into the other place, take a pill and try to calm down, and the real hotel will return. Do not let it concern you. I am researching the phenomenon. Your task is to find a foe. Good luck, Agent Lakeman.
Langman's letter raised more questions than it answered. I pocketed the pill bottle. Hesitantly, I tipped a tranquilizer into my palm and swallowed it without water. It quickly took effect. I felt the anxiety lift from the pit of my stomach, and my dismal surroundings seemed to feel less imposing. Then I felt that strange sensation again of lightheadedness and detachment as the world around me began to quiver.
All right. Well, Jay.
Huh.
I think that's our first episode.
Okay. Well, that's our first episode, folks. Trilby's tripping balls.
But
can that be the title of the episode? I think it's a great title for an episode.
Maybe.
But anyways.
I mean, I feel like okay, this is a very bad trip.
That's what I'm not saying it's a good trip, but he's still tripping.
It's true.
This is why I don't do drugs. Anyways. That was something, man. We finally got to see Trilby again, and see why Trilbys are better than fedoras. I wonder if anyone would be offended by that comment. I don't think so. I don't think anyone cares about fedoras enough. Well, Michael Jackson, but he's dead.
Notch liked fedoras.
Notch did, but we also know about what happened in Notch.
It's true.
But anyways.
So how do you feel about what's going on so far?
I am very, very concerned. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. All I know is that Trilby is the best character in these games. No.
Yeah.
I'm
glad we're back to Trilby then.
Yeah, exactly.
We got a really weird alternate hotel thing, which probably will come up again.
Probably.
We've made it back to the real hotel. But, whew, that was off-putting, wasn't it?
Only slightly.
Only slightly.
Anyways, is there anything else we need to say before I run an outro? I think we're good. I'm going to run an outro if that's okay.
Go for it.
If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. Comment down below. Tell us what you thought. Subscribe, post notifications if you want to see what we're doing next. Join the Discord. Say fuck you, Adam, when we know you're a real fan.
Of course.
That has to be your first message, or else we know you didn't actually watch our videos. And also, part 2 to that, never tell Adam why you said it. I should have said that from the get-go, because it's so much funnier to watch him, like, freak the fuck out whenever it starts happening. I really want it to start happening, man.
Yes.
Follow the Twitter if it hasn't gone up in flames already. I sure hope that it does.
Yeah.
I started checking Twitter earlier today just because I was bored during, like, an off second during work. Still a dumpster fire.
That's true. Oh, wow, Homestuck's trending again. Homestuck was trending yesterday.
Why is Homestuck trending again? What? There's nothing going on with Homestuck. They just decided to make it trend again. What else do we have? Follow the TikTok at 100 followers. I hit the Luddy. At 200, I do the dance from Love is War.
That's true.
Obviously, the best part about TikTok, you know, the Love is War dance.
Mm-hmm.
Rambo did it, and he got famous. Maybe that'll happen to me. What else? What else do we have? Follow the Instagram. If we get even one more follower, then I'll post a picture, whether it's of me or a cool view. I don't know. I go to the Reddit and post some memes, because why the fuck not?
Yeah, do it. Why not? I don't care.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. I think that's everything. Also, my social security number is. Ariah, you go first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Aren't there only 7 digits?
Nope, there's 9 digits.
Oh, then mine's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Because it's 3 numbers in a row, and then it's 2 numbers in a row, and then it's 4 numbers in a row.
Oh.
That's how it's separated.
I don't
1, 2,
even
3,
remember
dash,
mine.
4, 5, dash, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I do know my actual social security number.
I don't know mine. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, night, whatever time it is for you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
All right. Love y'all. Goodbye.